not gonna lie to you, I kind of feel like shit ass. Do not feel good. I feel sick, actually. Today I'm gonna do my September wrap up and October TBR. I didn't read that many books for me in September. I also didn't post anything in September either. I've been like so busy. It's like kind of not funny. I probably over the last week have been home a total of 6 hours. That's not sleeping. So it's been like pretty long few weeks and I just haven't had time to edit. That is why nothing has gone up. Like I literally have, like I've been filming. I literally have like probably 6 videos that are ready. Not ready. They're not ready. They haven't been edited, but they are filmed. I just haven't posted anything because I haven't been able to edit. So I have fall break this weekend and I'm hoping I can get up to date and caught up on my editing. That would be like really good. Then I'll have some videos that are going out ahead of time and I'll kind of be caught up. That's kind of my goal. Today we're gonna go through the 6 books I read in September and my thoughts, feelings, reviews, etc. as you normally do. First book I read in September is Chloe Welch's Redeeming Six. This is the 4th book in the Boys of Tommen series and the 2nd book in Joey and Aoife's duet. I ended up rating this a 4 stars and my Fable review says it was like ... really sad. These kids go through so much, and I mean Joey's not like a child anymore, he's 18, but they all go through so much, and I think Joey was my favorite character in the series, and I'll tell you why it was. Reading the events of everything that happened in the 2nd Johnny and Shannon book through Joey's point of view, knowing what Joey was going through, it made me hate Johnny and Shannon really bad, kind of, because I'm also an older sibling and I've been through nowhere as like close to what Joey goes through, obviously. Still, like, I know what it feels like to be depended on in that way sometimes, and it's hard. And on top of everything else he was going through, like, I can't even imagine. It was very good, and I rated it 4 stars. I'm kind of starting to understand the Boys of Tommen hype. So then I moved on to my book club's book pick, which is Bright Young Women by Jessica Knoll, and this book was very, very good. I rated this a 4.5. This follows a serial killer, but it doesn't follow the serial killer. It follows all the women surrounding the case of the serial killer. I thought that this was a really powerful book for a lot of reasons, because serial killers are typically, and even like, I'm not innocent of this either, they're romanticized in a way, especially sometimes in dark romance, and like it is okay for that to happen in a fictional setting, I kind of feel, but like serial killers do tend to be romanticized, or because they're charming young men, you know, such a disappointment that their life is ruined, or no way he could have done this, he's such a charming, handsome young man kind of thing. And the way that this focused on the women in the story was really cool. It was like a case where this sorority house was attacked by the serial killer and he killed multiple women in that house and disfigured more. I really liked the characters that we were following. I really liked how the story tied together in a little bow. I wouldn't say it was a thriller. It was thrilling. Like, I was scared, but I wouldn't say it's like, oh, gotcha, or like jump scare around the corner type of thriller. It's more like this happens to real people in real life and it could be you kind of thing. Then we have How Does It Feel by Janina Riley. I rated this 2 stars. The writing was very repetitive, and also, what the fuck was this? The main female character suffered a little bit from I'm not like other girls syndrome. What the fuck was that ending? And like, why did we have to go through this really annoying repetitive first part for it to be this crazy? Gosh, I don't know. I like the ending, but I don't like how we got there. Also, I just didn't care. I think I just didn't care. Next, we have You with a View by Jessica Joyce. I rated this 2 stars. I should have DNF'd this, not because it was bad. I was kind of in a reading slump towards this part of September, How Does It Feel, and this book, so I might have rated them slightly differently had I not been in a reading slump. The romance was icking me out, like really bad, and I should have DNF'd it because I just would keep reading and I'd be like, ew, 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 ew. Just everything about it was ew to me and cringe, and that's my fault, I think. It's my fault. And what can I say other than oops? But I did finish it and I did rate it 2 stars, and if I had read this at another point in my life, it probably might have been higher. I guess the premise was cool, but they did like name drop TikTok a few times, which wasn't my favorite. Also, the way that they described the TikToks in this book, I was like, I think that would be genuinely like not a good TikTok and it wouldn't go viral. So it kind of took me out because I'm like, this isn't believable. No fucking way this would happen. Ariadne by Jennifer Saint. This I rated a 4 stars. This was very, very good, and this has been on my TBR for so long, and I knew when I read it I was going to like it, but I couldn't get myself to pick it up. I got the audiobook for this because it was on sale. I'm so glad that I did. This book, in a nutshell, is about sisters and women paying for men's crimes. If you didn't know, this is a Greek mythological book. It follows a Greek mythological retelling of a story. It genuinely was like pretty close to what I know of the Greek story, the Greek tragedy. It takes a look at history through a more critical lens, I think. The hero in a lot of old stories maybe isn't so much of a hero. Because also you see it a little bit. You're like, girl, run, run. And yet she doesn't. And then they're kind of two opposite situations. Ariadne with the home, the children, the marriage, the happiness in that life, and then her sister Pedra, who has that life but is deeply unhappy with it. You have the dichotomy of those two desires as women, and both are represented well, I feel. Heartwarming, I would maybe use to describe it, but I would recommend this, and the cover is like stunning and very autumnal. Last book that I read was Taming Seven by Chloe Walsh. I knew I loved Gibbsy. Okay, maybe it's because I was going in with the expectation that there was a lot of Lizzie in this book. I really didn't find it all that like too much or like in the way of the story. Like this very clearly was what needed to happen. I feel like if Lizzie wasn't in the book as much, it wouldn't have really made sense. And so I feel like Chloe Walsh did a good job in that, like including all the tough parts of Gibbsy's story, because maybe yes, there is like a love story intertwined with it, but it really is about like the characters and what they went through. And while seeing Claire and Gibbsy fall in love and be in love is like all great, we needed to see Gibbsy and Lizzie's relationship as well. Like that is a very important part of who Gibbsy is. It was done perfectly. Like I really enjoyed this one. I'm very excited to go into the next one. I'm trying to mentally prepare myself. I rated this one a 4 stars as well. So I had a lot of good solid 4 stars this month. I have my very full TBR drawer here. I want to pick a lot of books for October, and I have 2 goals here. I would like to pick a lot of the books that I have on audio because I'm probably not going to have much more time this month than I did last month, number one. So listening to audiobooks on my way to class while I'm doing other tasks that I have to do is very helpful for me. And I would like to get a lot of the fall books off of my TBR. I want to say we're going to pick 8 books. I have a lot of new additions to my TBR. I went to a book fair in October with my friend Allie, and we bought a lot of books. A lot of indie books, a lot of traditionally published books, just a lot of books in general. And I would also like to use this to get through. Some of my numbers have gone up. I was doing really well. I would like for all of the books on my TBR cart to be stackable in rows. I don't want to have to stack them up or behind or anything, so. Oh, one fell out. We might as well just use that one, huh? It says a genre outside of your comfort zone. There are probably quite a few genres that are outside of my comfort zone on here. I'm gonna be so honest though, because there's only one that I want to pick. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. I really want to read this. I think I'm gonna pick this. There's not a single other book on here that I'm like, yeah. I kind of just want to pick this. Like I don't foresee myself wanting to read anything else. Like this is probably a great choice that I think I will be able to get done. First book, The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. Next pick. A book with black on the cover. I have very, very many options for this one. I could do The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata. I just got this book in the mail. I got the special edition with the sprayed edges, and it's signed by the author. I would love to get the audiobook for this and read it this month because it's like werewolf themed, and that seems very October. I also could choose Mate by Ali Hazelwood. This is a book that I've been highly anticipating because I really, really loved Bride by Ali Hazelwood. There's a ton of other books that have black on the cover that I could pick. Fairy Tale by Veronica Lanza. I have the audiobook for this. Like I could almost do every single book on here. I kind of am really leaning towards The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata. I haven't heard anyone talk about this, and it's been out for a while, and there's a lot of Mariana Zapata stans that I feel like I should have heard people talk about this, but I just haven't. I know it's a contemporary romance where he just like happens to be a wolf. The Things We Water by Mariana Zapata goes on the TBR. This is not a very fall book. I'm putting this back. I don't want to read this month. Not even a little bit. It's going back in the jar. We're picking again. A book with chapter titles. Okay, my first instinct is to do this book by Brynne Weaver because I feel like Brynne Weaver normally has chapter titles. Okay, yes, this has chapter titles. I'm drawn to this one. No, not this one. No. I think I kind of just want to do that. Another very highly anticipated book for me. I love Brynne Weaver. She's written one of my favorite books of all time, which is Butcher and Blackbird, and this is her new book, and it looks like it's kind of summer themed, but it says it is a darkly funny, slow burn enemies to lovers romance where destruction and desire are balanced on the edge of a blade, and where love is the most dangerous battleground of all. Welcome to Cape Carnage. Visit once, stay forever. I think this is the choice. We're doing Taurus Season by Brynne Weaver. This is a really easy video so far. I'm like kind of eating. A prompt. Oh, it was upside down. A book with one of your favorite micro tropes. But I don't really know the tropes of these books. Favorite micro tropes: forced proximity, one bed. Are those micro tropes? I'm gonna do something a little unhinged. I'm gonna pick Mate by Ali Hazelwood because I don't know what micro tropes are in this, but I know Ali Hazelwood will give me a good micro trope. A human hybrid and an alpha were claw against the bonds of fate in the highly anticipated companion novel to the New York Times best-selling Bride. Serena Paris is orphaned, packless, and one of a kind. Coming forward as the first human-were hybrid was supposed to heal a centuries-long rift between species. Instead, it made her a target. Prey to the ruthless political machinations between wares, vampires, and humans, with her enemies closing in on her, she has only one option left: if he'll have her. As Alpha of the Northwest Pack, Cohen Alexander commands obedience. His authority is so absolute, only a fool would threaten his mate. It doesn't matter if Serena doesn't reciprocate his feelings. Nothing will stop him from keeping her safe. Okay, this is already sounding like, yeah. But power-hungry vampires and wares are not the only threats chasing Serena. Sooner or later, her past is bound to catch up with her, and Cohen might be the only thing standing between her and total annihilation. So this would definitely have a good microtrope in it. And I'm already hearing like kind of bodyguard. I'm hearing like forced proximity. I'm hearing like fated mate. Yeah, so this will do it for me. Like, do I even need to read anything else? No. And we have 2 werewolf books on the TBR. A book published this year. Crazy thought. But I kind of want to do maybe Leave Me Behind by K.M. Morinova. I heard Laura Reeds talk about this one and said she really liked it. And it came out in September, I want to say. Yeah, 2025. So this will count, and I think I'm going to do it. Like, why is this month so easy? We're kind of getting lower on prompts. This is crazy. I'm just gonna open it in front of me because I'm tired of doing it up there. A predicted 5-star read. So this could be a love thing. I think I'm really gonna like Fairy Tale. I'm really gonna like this series, but I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. I could also pick the new Stephanie Garber book, An Alchemy of Secrets, which I just now realize has a black sprayed edge, which I kind of hate. Oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Wow. Okay, I'm really getting sold on this. I don't know what it's about though. It starts with a class in an old movie theater. Folklore 517, local legends and urban myths taught by a woman called the Professor. Most students believe the professor's stories are just fiction, but Holland St. James has always been convinced that magic is real. When she tracks down a local legend named the Watchman, who can supposedly tell you when you'll die, the world finally makes sense, except that the Watchman tells her that she will die at midnight tomorrow, unless she finds the ancient object called Alchemical Heart. With the clock ticking, Holland is pulled deeper into this magic world in the heart of Los Angeles, and into the path of a magnetic stranger. Everything about him feels like a bad idea, but he promises Holland that her sister sent him to protect her. As they chase clues and stories that take them closer to the alchemical heart, Holland realizes everyone in this intoxicating new world is lying to her, even the stranger. And if she can't figure out whom to trust, not even the alchemical heart will save her. Yeah. Like, what the hell? Why is it so easy this month? I think that maybe I'm getting excited about reading again. Like, all of these sound good. Like, I feel I'm happy to read any of these books. Still 2 more to go. Like, I feel like this is a lot of books. A book with longer than 500 pages. This could be very, very many things. What am I feeling very drawn to right now? This is like, I don't even need to check, but I will for you. This is 721 pages. So yeah, this will do it. This will do it. I'm gonna go with Fairytale by Veronica Lansett because it was on my TBR last month and I feel like I can do it. I want to do it. I want to read this. But that's actually, I decided the last one that we're gonna do because I don't want to pick another one. And I really need to leave for yoga. In recap, we have 7 books on our TBR. The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde, Fairytale by Veronica Lansett, Alchemy of Secrets by Stephanie Garber, Leave Me Behind by K.M. Moranova, Mate by Ali Hazelwood, Horror Season by Bryn Weaver, and Things We Water by Mariana Zapata. That is all for me today, so I hope you have a good October. I'll see you periodically throughout and catch you in another video. Bye!